If you're removing negative entities, shadow parasites, demons from other people, then you must be a demon yourself. There is some truth to this, but it's not because people are demons themselves. It's because people have walked amongst shadows. It's because people have danced with the devil. So I wanted to address something today. There's so much rubbish in this spiritual community in terms of the darkness, demons, all of those kind of ways showing negative interdimensional entities. You know, I've heard recently people saying this: if you're removing negative entities, shadow parasites, demons, whatever you want to call them, from other people, then you must be a demon yourself. There is some truth to this, but it's not because people are demons themselves. It's because people have walked amongst shadows. It's because people, souls, have danced with the devil. It's because people have danced with those interdimensional entities so they can understand how to truly work it in this reality field. Any human being on planet Earth that is doing demonology, that is working with darker forces, that is taking negative entities out of human beings' fields, bodies, in this physical reality, on a multi-dimensional reality, has 100% in some lifetime danced with those negative beings. Otherwise, how do you go in and do the work? You see this, right? These demons, they've been demons for millions of years. You know what that means? They're fucking good at what they do. You don't be a demon for millions of years and be a shit demon. Imagine if all you did for millions of years was play the piano. Imagine if all you did for millions of years was draw. Imagine if all you did for millions of years was build things out of a certain material. You'd become a master builder. You'd become a master pianist. You'd become a complete and utter master of whatever pursuit you engaged in. And these demons are absolute Jedi masters at being demons. Now, what that means is if you're a human being in this reality and you've never danced with the darkness before, you're going to get smashed to pieces by these master demons that have been practicing their craft for so long. Any human being that comes to you and says, listen, I'm clean as a whistle. I've had no shitty realities. I've never danced in darkness. I'm clean. I'm like a rainbow. I'm smelling all beautiful like roses. They're full of shit. It's that simple. Every human being that is doing this work right now in this reality, myself included, has danced in the darkness so many times. It's how we've got good at what we do. Now, that doesn't mean that we're dancing with darkness in this reality. What it means is that we're dancing with the darkness on a multi-dimensional level and have done for eons. But what we're doing is bringing that skill set into this reality field and helping humanity. There are people out there in this field that are telling other people that all beings are demons. All extraterrestrials, all beings that aren't human are demons. What that does for these types of humans is it opens them up to a massive marketplace, because not everybody's going to believe these humans. Some people are going to know that they're full of shit and they're going to walk away, but some people are going to believe it. And even if 1% of the people they tell believe it, move into their arena and become clients and follow them like sheep, because there's so many sheep, what's going to happen is they're going to create a beautiful business just by putting fear into other human beings and saying, listen, all of these people out there that are working with Arcturians or whatever kind of beings it is, they're demons. Now, on the flip side of the coin, there are Palladians and Andromedans and different extraterrestrials that aren't so good. And there are some of these beings that are beautiful. There are some races that are completely fucking evil. But this stuff doesn't really matter. I'm just highlighting it because it is a kind of another perception and angle on this whole topic of discussion. But what's important is that you can't just blanket every single being as being a demon. You know what that means? You're completely and utterly delusioned. 100 million %. It means you have no idea of the planet, of the galaxy, of the universe, of the multiverse, of how the quantum field really works. They told Jesus that he was the devil because he was casting out devils from other people. Does that make Jesus the devil? No. It just means that a whole bunch of humans, priests, governments, the powers that be, were scared of this man, scared of this beautiful soul, because he was doing good work. People on this planet doing the good work, they get ridiculed by other people because other people are disillusioned. When you're doing this work and you're cleaning yourself out and you're helping other people, you're working on a personal level. You're working on a higher self level. You're working on a soul level and an oversoul level. You're also working further up the chain too, into the big ocean of consciousness. And what that means is this: as you go deeper into the light, you go deeper into the darkness. That's just the way that it is. And people do not understand this. There are so many people pointing the finger, so many people blaming and judging. Oh, you're connected to this kind of frequency. You're connected to that kind of frequency. Yeah, we've all had these connections at some point through our soul history. And if we haven't had them at some point through our soul history, I guarantee you through our oversoul history, we have, because we're connected at such an expansive level. There's no way you can get away from this stuff. But people are so narrow-minded. People see something in the fields and they have such little skill sets that they don't know how to know what is right and what isn't right. So they just blanket the space with this and blanket the space with that. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's wild. But this is the reality field that we're living in right now. Human beings are like babies on this journey. We've got so much to remember. But the problem is, people are handing their power over. I never ask anyone to hand their power over to me. I'm just me. I'm just truthful. I'm just doing what I'm doing and helping so many people. But this is the thing. When you start helping so many people, you bring them more into the light. And what happens when they go deeper into the light? They go deeper into the darkness. Because the two go hand in hand. And you've got to bring the light and the dark together in equilibrium. You've got to balance and master dark and light, because that's where the power is. That's where the energy is. You've got to bring that into wholeness. You can't dance in one and get rid of the other. The other thing that's going on this planet right now is there's a big attack on the real divine masculine. And so those souls that are out there being real and true and telling people how it is, putting people straight, they're deemed as this or that. You're wild, you're crazy, you're angry, you know? You need to calm the fuck down. I love what I do. And I'm not gonna sit by and let other people drag other people out from their journey. I'm gonna say something. People are going deeper on their journeys and getting derailed because they haven't got that sticking power. They haven't got that discipline. They haven't got that devotion. They haven't got that commitment. It gets a little bit tough and a little bit rocky, and people pull out, people pull away, and they go and find another so-called savior. They go and find another so-called guru. They go and find another so-called leader instead of leading themselves from their own heart. This is just real talk, beautiful soul. You can take it on the chin, be a man, be a woman, and realize that the only way is through your heart. The only way is to alchemize darkness and light. It's the only way to become whole and master all of you. These demons that have got these millions of years of experience, they're so far ahead of human beings that have never danced in that space before. And most of the human beings that I see that have never danced in that space are really soft. They've come through a lineage where the mums and dads have had their pineal glands destroyed through all of the food and all of the chemtrails and the drugs and the alcohol and all of the stuff they put into their body, all of that pharmaceutical stuff. A lot of these people have been through that addiction to porn, addiction to prostitution. Yeah. And what happens is, when you go into that kind of arena of addiction to prostitution, addiction to porn, those demons slide in through those hookers into your body. And you think that you've got them out, but they're hiding at such a deep level, such a subtle level, that they're playing around with your consciousness and taking you away from the people that can really help you. They're leading you away from the communities that can help you and leading you into communities that are just going to hold you back by keeping you in a framework of experience that doesn't expose you to what you really need to grow. This is the truth. This is where it's at. So you've got to decide, do you really want to accomplish something on this planet, or do you want to stay small? I know where I want to be, man. I want to grow and expand and be all that I can be. And I know that I've got to do some really dirty, shitty work to get that done, to help these souls on planet Earth that are going through darkness that is so horrendous that people just want to sweep it under the carpet. People don't want to deal with this stuff. And they'll keep people in a false sense of security instead of telling them the truth. And the truth is this: if you want to get rid of the darkness inside of you, you're not going to get rid of the darkness inside of you by trying to get rid of it. You got to alchemize it. You got to transmute it. You've got to become it. You've got to become the light and the darkness. At the same time, there are certain pieces of reality, certain demonic beings, certain shadow parasites that you want to transmute or send back to the light, or send back to demon school, or send back to some other reality field where they've got lessons to learn, because they don't deserve to be in your space trying to trick you. But at the same time, when they do try and trick you and you master that, you grow so much. Because when you can master the darkness and the demonic stuff that's inside of you or around you, you become unfuckwithable. You become unshakable. You become such a force to be reckoned with that nothing can ever derail your train. But when the going gets tough, most people shy away at that stage. They back away, they bottle out, and they turn their cheek. And they go and find another group of human beings that are softer and gentler, and that don't really want to deal with this stuff on this level, that will tell them this and tell them that to pacify them and make them feel good. Is this the way to go? I don't feel it is. But for those people out there in this human world that haven't got the cojones, that haven't got the bollocks to step fully into the experience which is going to change them and grow them, then yeah, going down the easy road is always going to feel more comfortable. So I understand these soft people, these extremely soft people that want it to be all rosy and love and light, sunshine and beautiful, magical blue skies, roses and stardust, that don't want to roll up and get their hands dirty. Yeah, go on the easy road, man. And I'll see you on the other side. It's a cosmic joke after all. Remember that. If you don't respect demons, they'll eat you for breakfast, because they're so good at what they do, as I've already shared. They've been doing it for eons, millions, billions of years. They've been at this shit. When you're dealing with some of these lower vibrational entities, the slave beings, that are just like drones, that are in bodies, that are in people's auric fields, they're just stuck there by the hierarchical demons. They're easy to deal with, easy peasy. But when you start getting up to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th hierarchical structures, those demons are clever. They got so much experience. And the thing is, they remember all of their experience. Most of us humans, we have no recollection of our past experience, or our quantum experience, should I say. Those hundreds and thousands of millions of lives that we've lived on multiple planets and stars. We get blank slated when we come into this reality. So for demons, we're like fish in a fish tank with a 2-second memory. We're easy pickings. There are lots of people I see in this world that are taking on demons that are above their pay grade. If you can't deal with something, get a little bit of assistance. Okay, or get someone to upskill you and acknowledge you so that you have the tools and the skills to deal with these things. When you're dealing with these kind of demonic beings, right, you got to be the alpha. Whether you're a man or a woman, you got to step into that alpha dog framework. If you're not the alpha, they're going to smell that, they're going to sense that, and they're going to chew you up and spit you out. If you've got one tiny little bit of fear, one tiny little bit of apprehension, you're totally fucked from the start. It's that simple. So what are you going to do, beautiful soul? You're going to step onto the park, step onto the playing fields, and remember who you truly are? Or are you going to be weak and feeble and go and find the easy road? Take the easy road. Or are you going to master this stuff yourself? Because I guarantee you this, if you don't master it, you're never going to grow and expand and step into your full human potential. It's that simple. Because the subtlety of this dark demonic work is not what you think it is. They manipulate you in the subtlest of ways, and they will keep you small. When they're at play, it's not all horrible. They can make you feel good, and they can send you on paths that seem beautiful. But that path is going to get you going round and round in circles. There's only one road, and that road is straight. And when you take that straight road, it takes you through a whole heap of shit. But that whole heap of shit is going to help you grow. It's like sustenance. It's like putting seeds into the soil. Those seeds are in the darkness, but eventually they're going to grow into beautiful fruits, beautiful vegetables, beautiful trees, and they're going to feed humans. They're going to oxygenate the planet, but they've got to sit in the darkness for a while. When you go down that road and you keep going and you don't get derailed, you will grow faster than any other roads, but it's going to be an uncomfortable road. And you've got to choose to ride that wave, to surf your sacred surfboard on that trajectory. And my question to you is, if you got the courage, if you got the juice, if you got the minerals to take that road, or are you going to back away, shy away, and keep going around in circles like a hamster on a hamster wheel, getting tired and stressed, but going nowhere? That's the reality, baby. Wherever you are on planet Earth, go out into this world and love your sisters and your brothers fiercely and ferociously. Hug them tightly and never, ever, ever be the first to let go. It's the golden rule of hugging. I'll see you again real soon, beautiful soul. Love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself enough to take the hard road. And I'll see you real soon. Remember to check out our website, starmagichealing.org. We got some of the best ascension tools on planet Earth. Hundreds of guided meditations, light language transmissions, cosmic yoga videos, mystery school teachings, breath work, private groups so you can connect with beautiful souls just like you who want to raise their vibration and go on this ascension mission. And remember how to give themselves the best present ever. That present moment. Oh yeah. Be the jester, be the joker, be the fool, and I'll see you again real soon. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out, beautiful soul.